All right, bucko, it's that time. Today fucking flew by. Like, legitimately. Not every day feels that way, but today felt that way. But we are ready for the gym. We're gonna hit shoulders, and I've eaten my egg strata, and I'm loaded up on a banana. You're gonna see the video for yesterday's chest workout and be like, oh my god, who is this man? And it's the power of the banana. So we got another banana today. But yeah, so we're doing shoulders today. So that's going to be a decent amount of lateral raises. Don't really have anything in particular that I know for a fact I'm going to do. I am heavily considering the Smith machine, the Smith machine shoulder press, because that's been really hit in the past, couple shoulder days. So definitely want to do that. And I know I'm going to do like lateral raises and shit, but now that I'm thinking about it, like kind of getting into shoulder day more. It doesn't overtake back. Definitely doesn't overtake back, but I don't know, now that I'm kind of trying to push it and use a little bit more weight on the lateral stuff and like really exhaust the delt, I'm kind of looking forward to it. So we'll see how it goes. It's the same time as normal, so shouldn't be crazy busy. We're actually getting there a little bit earlier, which is fine. I kind of like that because then I get to dick around more and like do more of a warm up or get to use extra equipment, because like 7 o'clock is my cutoff, so I don't really want to stay really not past 6:45, but 7 for sure. Most events I go to are starting at like around 7. But yeah, so probably just gonna get in there. I'm thinking last time I used that like lateral raise / I don't know what to call this machine, so that might be how we start this one off. Oh, I have to urinate. Oh, yeah, I gotta get the video. I think I have to get the back video up, and then also the chest video. The chest video, I'm really excited for. That pump, the pump yesterday, looked really fucking good. And I found a spot in the gym that they have a mirror set up. They actually have 2 mirrors set up. One's like up here, and then you have the main one. Really good for taking pictures or video or whatever. But what I was liking what I was seeing. I saw myself, I'm like, oh my god, now I get why all these ladies flock. I understand it. I understand why they're looking. I look too. Hey, it is what it is. But never thought I would feel that way about myself, which is good. You want to build confidence, and you generally have a positive affect about yourself. Not that you're like full of yourself, that's different, but at least like being confident in your ability and like just feeling like you belong in the world, which you do. You deserve to be seen, heard, and like a part of the world, but not everybody feels that way, which sucks. You're like a totally different person when that's your mindset. And honestly, like that belief, you start believing that, then everything you see in the world will just reinforce that belief. You may have heard this before, but if I told you to not think of a pink elephant, the first thing that you're going to do is think of a pink elephant, right? So I don't know if that's the example I'm looking for, process, your mind and your mindset will shape your reality. So if you believe that, you know, you can't get to the gym, you can't lose weight, or you can't put on muscle, or whatever it is, if you believe you can't, you're right. If you believe you can, you're also right. So if you're kind of down on yourself, maybe you're going through, you know, some sort of life situation or whatever, you could even think that it's bullshit. Like, dude, this guy is a fucking moron saying all sorts of shit. That's not how the world works. Okay, give it a chance. Just give what I'm saying a chance. Try to believe something different. Speak it out into existence. Have faith. You know, faith is believing in something without seeing it or without any proof, you know. But when you have faith and you believe in positive things about yourself, or that it's all going to work out, you're going to be okay. I mean, that's how I got through some pretty stressful times, just believing it was all going to work out. And if you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh, it's never worked out, you're alive right now. Like, you're still here today to view this video. So things have worked out up until this point. Doesn't mean that you can't improve. Doesn't mean that all your life's problems are solved. But oh, what is going on here? Doesn't mean any of that. But you're still here to tell the tale. And in that case, it has worked out. And again, you are a work in progress. You don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. You don't know what's going to happen in 6 months. You don't know what's going to happen in a year. You don't know what's going to happen in 10 years. You know, I like to think that this is all part of something greater that I know nothing about. So we're just kind of trusting the process. We're taking it one day at a time, and you know, we'll eventually see where things lead. Yeah, might need to fix that attitude. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, go here. Oh my god, that's a line. That is a line and a half. We might have made a blunder there, because I need to get over there. Why is that line? Like, that line is so much longer than the other one. I don't understand. Oh, it's people fucking probably needing to take a left. We need to take a left. Oh, but you know what? There we go. Boom. They slowed down just enough. Yeah, it's not even that. It's not even the left turn lane. So I don't know what the fuck has this road backed up so much. Boom. But yeah, so kind of excited for shoulders. We're gonna fucking hit it hard and fast, just the way she likes it. So hopefully we'll be able to take some good shots over in the new area. But most importantly, hopefully, I want to get to the point where, like, I can't raise my arm. That's not everybody. But to me, that lets me know, like, dude, I fucked some shit up. So, you know, good work. So that's what I'm looking for today. I'm looking to fuck some shit up and make it difficult to raise my arms. Hopefully you're on the ride with me. If not, that's okay. I'm still gonna be doing it regardless, but it'd be cool if you joined me. But if not, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes, you know what? It's gonna be a lot of yourself when you're trying to climb a mountain or whatever. Success, you're the one that's gotta believe in you. No one else believes in you, or the people around you don't support you. Even people that you thought would support you, they ain't there. Not in the beginning. But once you start getting traction, once things start going your way, then people like to come out and be like, oh yeah, that guy. But it's like, where were y'all when, right in the beginning, when things were the hardest, you know? Because it's easy to support someone that's already winning. It's difficult to support somebody that's like in the trenches. But, you know, I do love like an underdog story, from the trenches to the fucking mountaintop. That's where we're going. Whatever that looks like, I don't know. But we're here for it. Honestly, it's like all I got to live for. You know, I can't afford to not buy into this or to not believe these things. Because then that'll make life really hard. And I'm not trying to do that. You know, life is already tough as is. We don't need to make it harder on ourselves. Boom. Whoa. Come on. What are we doing? There's some raindrops, so everybody forgot to drive. Oh, man. What a fucking cuckosaurus. Oh. Whoa. She's fucking wilding out. Alright. Well, I'm going to focus on parking in this parking lot because people are going all across the place and doing all sorts of things. So I will see you inside, my friend. All right, so this is perfect. Wanted to start on this thing. It was great for starting last time, so we'll do like probably 2 warm-up sets with lightweight and then some working sets with lightweight, because I'm not going to really do too much weight on this thing. Whoever's on aux needs to get on aux. Fucking silent. Kind of heavier, on the heavier side. I did go up in weight from last time, so, but we're still getting like 7 to 10-ish reps, which for something like this, I'm totally cool with. Getting more reps on these little, or these smaller muscles, more isolation. Good. Now if I'm doing the shoulder press, okay, then lower, I would personally prefer lower reps, something like 6 to 8, but these other movements, I'm okay with getting more, especially because I feel it in my shoulders more with more reps. Probably not, I didn't think about this, but since I did push day yesterday, you do use some of your shoulders on a push day, working out your chest and your triceps. So probably wasn't the best idea, but fuck it, like it's not the end of the world. But yeah, so that was good. We can move on from this. All right, bro beans, we're going to be doing some Smith machine shoulder presses. I want to do 4 to 5 sets of this. Thinking 5. I feel like today I'm like strictly business. It's very mellow here today at the gym. Alright, this rope will have to do, but we're gonna do like the face pull type deals where I pull like that. We're gonna do, thinking 4 sets of this. This one is feeling really good, and this is like a recent discovery, so. So one thing I don't like about this, it can be hard to balance. Okay, we're gonna do rear delt cable flies, single armed. The motion that I'm doing is not so much this, it's more this. If I have two of them, then I'll cross them and do the same thing. But it's like I'm trying to drag this down and back, not necessarily across. All right, we're gonna laterally raise this weight. I've got the 20s and I'm gonna do those until failure, which ideally will be somewhere around 10 reps. And then I have the 10s that I'm just gonna switch to the 10s right after. Okay. That, I think, went basically perfectly. Do I want the 25s? I might want the 25s. Very low energy in the gym today. Oh. Look at that rear delt. Boink. Boink. Yeah. All right, I got the 25, so we're going to try the next set with the 25s. If I only get like 5 reps, though, then we're going to go back to the 20s. Oh. I got like 7 decent ones. Oh, okay. Not bad. You know what? Well, fuck it. We'll stay here. Okay. Whew. One more set of that. And then one thing I want to do is shrugs. I kind of want to get the 70s just so I can get more reps, and 10 to 15 reps, and just shrug out some shrugs. We're going to do 3 sets of shrugs. And when I'm doing the shrugs, I'm not just trying to go up. I'm trying to go like up, up, and back. So like back that way. Get the whole trap that way. It helps if you lean forward a little bit, because then when you just want to like shrug upwards, you lean forward, upwards is kind of back that way. It's exactly where you want to be. I'd be careful with fucking clenching my teeth, because you could easily break a tooth. Okay, the rear delt fly machine was not available, so I'm going to do the cable flies again, but I'm going to do both arms at the same time using this. This is not my preferred thing to use, but it's what's available right now. I'm kind of good with that. All right, I was gonna do some poses, but there's 2 girls over in the area, and I don't want to look like a fucking idiot for going all the way over here. So we're gonna do front raises. I didn't do those anyway, so we'll do 3 sets of front raises. Okay. All right. They left, but since I waited, it's now taken. So. Oh. 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 I don't know if that does anything. Alright, we will I'll see you in the car. We're getting the fuck out of here. It's kind of funny because they also have buttercup pole dancing inside here. And when the girls leave class, they do the walk of shame out of the gym. They're all kind of looking like this and scurrying out of there. Alright, Dig Bick. We are out. I did not do the upright rows, and that's fine. I was thinking about that while I was in there, but you don't have to do the same things every single time. You can leave some stuff for, if you do, the next time I have shoulders, I can do them then, or I can omit them altogether. Sometimes something's feeling good for a week or two, and then just nothing calls me back to it, and then I just don't do it. So, and that's okay. That's okay. This is our world, our exercise universe, and we get to make up how it is. But overall, it was pretty good. I think that was a successful shoulder day. And yeah, tomorrow we got legs, which that should be legs. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm not really too excited for that. Not really too excited for legs. And now I don't have an excuse. Dude, I'll fucking park if you want me to. I want to go mega slow. People are so impatient, dude. And you're fucking driving a clown car. What doesn't make sense is to drive like an asshole when you have a wrap or a decal on your car with your business. Dude, you're asking to get in trouble at work. Because anybody can just call and be like, yo, this person's a fucking dickhead, and then guess what? You're getting talking to. So, but yeah, tomorrow legs, not super excited. We're gonna do it anyway. Gonna try to do that pendulum squat again because that really roasted my quads. And then we also have to do the leg extension because we didn't get to do the leg extension last time. But my leg days don't really vary a whole lot. We do the extension, do the curl, do the squatty, leg pressy movement, kind of something like that. Adductors, abductors, calves, call it a day. I don't really like to brutalize myself on leg days. There have been times in the past where I've done a lot, and maybe I'll squat one time in the near future. I don't think it's gonna be tomorrow though. Not a big. I have a loose body in my right knee. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically from jiu-jitsu, I tore a piece of cartilage from my knee, and it just kind of floats around in there. So I could just be walking, and then I have this bubble on the side of my knee, and it's the cartilage that moved out and is just kind of floating. So if I bend my knee all the way, there's almost always a pop, and it's kind of unpredictable where that piece is gonna go. So you might be able to see how that could be a little bit problematic. My fear is that always goes haywire during squats. Sometimes it fucks up during RDLs. I probably am gonna do RDLs tomorrow, but it fucks up during RDLs. But when I'm doing that sort of movement, it's a little bit different. It doesn't really cause a huge issue. It's just kind of weird and uncomfortable. But gee, I think we got to be close to a full moon or something. People are acting crazy, and today was a weird ass day. It was kind of gray and rainy, but then it wasn't, and just I don't know. I don't know if you believe in that kind of shit, like with like astrology. I kind of believe some of it, you know, or maybe I shouldn't say I believe it, but I think like it would be cool if something like that were true, and like, I just kind of take it and like it's just food for thought. But the moon, I don't know. We might all be reactive to the moon, and that could sound pretty crazy, but I'll tell you, if you've ever like worked in a school or worked in healthcare, there's like periods of time where it's like, dude, where the fuck are these people coming from? Like, what is actually going on? And I've noticed if like one person has a rough day, that's something I keep hearing. And like the people that don't work together or anything like that, but it's like if someone I know is having a rough day, this other person's having a rough day, that other person's having a rough day, it's like we're all in sync, even though we have like, there's nothing really tying us together. No actual like, I don't want to say realistic reason, but logical reason. But still, people are synced up on something. So I don't know, but I don't know if there's a full moon now or pretty soon. But yeah, that's that. Scorpio gang, that's the best sign, hands down. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the gym has been going so far. I've been really happy with how these videos have been going. I see that more people are watching. I'm getting better watch time, so I really appreciate it. If you are one of those people that's been following along, and you know, I just think it's really cool. So thank you. I've been trying to grow this channel over time. It's been many years, and there's been many parts where I've thought like I should quit. You know, if someone says they want to be a YouTuber, most people kind of laugh. Like I was saying in the beginning of this whole video, you know, people don't necessarily support you in the beginning when you're small and whatnot, but once you grow, then everybody comes out of the woodwork. But been trying to grow this channel for a little bit, and I'll tell you what, it's fucking tough. Like, you think something like that might be easy, and it is not. It is not easy at all. And it is time consuming. Well, it takes a lot of time. You know, oftentimes we see like these big creators or whatnot that seem to blow up out of nowhere, but like oftentimes they had been put, unless they already had some notoriety beforehand, you don't see all the videos and all the years that they were posting and making stuff that no one watched. You don't see that. And then when they get popular, people go and watch their old stuff. But until then, like, it's low activity. You don't see a whole lot. But we like to think that, you know, it's the overnight success that took 10 years. And maybe that's how long this will take. Or maybe it'll never happen. I don't really know. But as long as I'm posting and I'm active on it, the chance is not zero. So, and hey, some crazy things have happened before. I was posting content, and I really decided to go down the YouTube route because I needed a job. I don't know if I said this, but I was out of work, and I was like, dude, I need to make money. So my decision was I'm going to fucking make it on YouTube. I definitely got a job in the meantime because that was not going to work out in the short term. But, you know, that's how this whole thing started. And you can make a decent amount of money on YouTube, and you know, at the end of the day, I want to be able to I want to be at a position where I can take care of my dad. He's getting older. I'm actually going to see him. He's coming down this weekend, so I haven't seen him in a couple years, so that'll be kind of interesting. And I say interesting because we've always had like a, you know, he lived in a different state when I was growing up, and though he always loved me. When you don't have that person around, it's kind of, as a kid, it's kind of hard to form that bond, or that bond doesn't form the way it's supposed to. It can bring up mixed feelings, but I'm excited for him to come down and just to see him. But he's getting older. I want to be able to take care of him. I also need to pull a Cardi B, you know, get a bag and fix my teeth. Kind of sucks not having insurance, and I put shit off for way too long, and my teeth are just breaking, and it sucks. I fucking hate it, and it just fills me with dread when I think about it. But yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm gonna try to do. You know, it may not be the best plan. It could have all sorts of fucking holes and weak points, but that's what I've got for right now. I'm still considering, you know, I still need a job in the short term, so I'm still thinking of trying to get into a police department, but that's going to take some time. So, you know, it just, a lot of things are up in the air. But just like in before, I was kind of feeling lost, and previously the gym and this video making was like the one anchor I had that, like, you know, if everything else is unknown, my living situation, my job situation, you name it, the one thing I did know was that I was going to go to the gym and I was going to fucking push record and make my video. And that, just having that one thing was very helpful, and there was a lot of times, like, that's what kept me grounded and kept me sane and kept me from, you know, I don't want to necessarily say giving up, but kind of giving up. So, you know, even if this went nowhere, I have my anchor. And, you know, if I could entertain some people or give them some useful knowledge or inspire them, if I could do that with it, then I think it's totally worth it. So once again, I want to thank everybody that's been following along. I'm at my destination, so I'll see you tomorrow for legs. Remember to stay beautiful, and bye, a beautiful time.